Look, we all know that these paid, obviously, protesters are not the brightest bulb on the tree. They're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. They're not the I don't know what kind of what other terminology can I use? They're dumb. They're just dumb. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my security cameras. They're dumb. And last night they made perhaps one of the dumbest mistakes I've seen these idiots ever make. And instead of correcting it and apologizing, of course, they decided, I'm just going to double down. I'm going to triple down and say, no, I'm not wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. We've seen this kind of thing before where, these ICE protesters, they go after the people who are random, like remember in Minneapolis, they went after just these people who are sitting in a cafe doing tech work. Blockhead anti-ICE protesters swarm Minneapolis tech workers thinking they were immigration agents. That's how stupid these idiots are. This was a little while ago. This was like a week ago. But last night's story is even more hilarious. Just to give you an idea. By the way, also what's happening now is people are going into these signal chats and they're giving them bad information on purpose to humiliate them. That's the best part about it. So half-wit anti-ICE agents or anti-ICE protesters accosted a group of software engineers enjoying lunch at Minneapolis after a mass text erroneously identified them as federal agents. The men were eating at Clancy's Deli when one of them, who's part of an anti-ICE signal chat, got a message from Southwest Minneapolis Rapid Response alerting members to the presence of plainclothes agents at the restaurant, according to a report of Alpha News. My friend was shocked. He's on the anti-ICE side politically. He lives nearby. He's part of the chat. He's eaten there before, and suddenly he's seeing messages saying, "We're ICE," one of the engineers told the outlet. Think about that. Your own people target you. Your own people. How I don't even understand how, if your own people are like, "Oh my gur, it's an anti-ICE," and you're in the chat and you're and you don't have that moment where you're oh, these people are idiots, and then promptly leave the group, then whatever happens after that is on you. So, of course, last night, we had TSA workers, one of the most thankless jobs in America, just trying to go to their hotel at night. And here's what they were greeted with. By the way, you want to wave the Mexican flag? Go back to Mexico then. Go live there if it's so great. I don't really understand what's so hard about that. If you think Mexico's so amazeballs, if you think it's so great, then why did millions of people illegally come into this country to get away from it? Okay? Idiot protesters besieged Los Angeles restaurant after mistaking airport security workers for ICE. Again, I think what we're seeing here is a large amount of purposeful misinformation getting put into these morons' signal chats to humiliate them. A large mob of protesters surrounded a restaurant in LA after mistaking airport security workers for immigrations and customs enforcement. The demonstrators gathered outside of Tenraku, a Korean barbecue spot in Linwood, on Wednesday night after hearing reports that federal officers were allegedly inside. In reality, they blared air horns and whistles and shouted at off-duty TSA officers who were simply trying to enjoy their dinner. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office told the Daily Mail. When confronted about this is again how stupid these idiots are. When confronted about mistaking the airport staff for ICE, one irate demonstrator simply gave the excuse that, well, people get emotional and make mistakes, noting that ICE does the same thing when they arrest people. I mean, again, I've talked ad nauseum about how these people are just allergic to consequences, allergic to any kind of reflection into, you know, like internally. And it just gets more hilarious as the story goes on. Okay. Wednesday's intense scene was eventually calmed after sheriff's deputies arrived and the confused airport workers were safely escorted out of the restaurant. So they had to have police escort because these idiots are just like, they're like zombies. They're like, it's like a zombie horde of 4 IQ morons who are just like, ice. Like, they don't even have, I mean, you can very clearly see they're wearing TSA uniforms and they're like, but they're ICE. When approached by Fox 11, a woman with curly long hair who is believed to be one of the protest organizers refused to comment on her mistake because she simply doesn't trust Fox. When asked if the group thought the officers inside were ICE, the unidentified moron said, well, potentially. Well, that's a good reason to need to force them to have police escort to leave the restaurant. The outlet also went on to ask restaurant employees about the situation, but the woman told them not to speak with the station. She was seen holding a megaphone in one hand, a woman, of course. I'm sure she's white. In one hand, she used her phone to record in the other. Yeah, sorry to you. No one's going to talk to you, she was heard telling reporters. Meanwhile, other protesters attempted to hide their faces behind trees as they recorded the scene. One woman was seen wearing a magenta hoodie and sunglasses. Another was dressed in a black t-shirt. They're all women. They're literally all women as they appeared to giggle while recording the outlet's camera. A male customer arrived at the restaurant after the chaotic scene ended to simply grab a bite to eat. I think there is a place and a time for everything, he said. After being told authorities were inside the TSA, that they were TSA agents, the man told the reporter, you wouldn't understand. People get very emotional, so they easily make mistakes. Literally every one of these idiots are emotional morons. Okay, like, it happens. You take it out on the wrong people. What? These poor customers needed police escort because you morons wrongfully, I mean, this should be a crime. You're terrorizing like everyday Americans who are just trying to have some crappy barbecue after a long day on the job. Just weeks prior, you know, Renee Nicole Good, another American citizen, after on and found out. This is also not the first case of mistaken identity, as the group of software engineers were targeting Minneapolis, who I talked about before, after protesters assumed that they were ICE agents. 5 men had been dining at Clancy's Deli, and they were all, here's the video of their, you know.
I mean, this is so cool as in life.
He's a member of the Signal chat. He's probably in there saying, like, guys, what are you talking about? I'm in this chat. I'm not ICE.
This has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. If you're not with us, then you're against us. Okay. I'm not with you.
So clear. So clear.
Look how they go out there and they're like laughing in their face. They're laughing. They're like, you guys, we're not ICE.
What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Why are you filming us? They're filming them, but why are you filming us?
Do I look like an ICE agent?
Yeah, you look like one.
Holy Christ. Support what? The way you guys are acting? Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Then why do you care? Then you should say.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
These people are lunatics. Seriously, they're gonna end up targeting the wrong person, and something bad's gonna happen. These are all like dork ICE Watch activists using Signal sounded the false alarm that a couple at dinner were with ICE. They swarmed the restaurant and attacked 2 TSA employees. Here's the moron.
Oh, you can let me show you, but
You want to harass people, huh? How does it feel to be fucking harassed?
So he did not deny he does work for. He did not deny.
Look, it's like they want to talk about ICE being the Gestapo. This is like witch hunts. Like, you're guilty until proven innocent.
we're from TSA.
He did not.
We're from TSA.
How does it fucking feel?
He did not deny it. He did not deny it.
He did deny it. He said we're with TSA.
Look.
How does it fucking feel?
That's you.
How does it feel? How does it
How does what feel? How does it feel? What is that song? That's like a 90s kids. How's that song? The songs in my head. How You Gonna Feel? I think that song's When You Don't Know Me Anymore. That one? Yeah.
He said it. He said it was him. He said it was him. He said it. He confirmed it is you. He confirmed.
He confirmed. Again, every one of these people are idiots. Like, you should be able to literally, it should be on the site with these morons. This is some Asian dude that works for TSA, and they're attacking him.
He confirmed.
He confirmed. Who confirmed? He confirmed he works for TSA.
They confirmed it. He confirmed. He did confirm.
He confirmed. He didn't confirm.
For Homeland Security.
Well, look at these fat white women. Oh, another nurse. What are the odds? Why are they putting their hands on him? Look at blowing their whistles too. They're all fat women. Every one of them, some fat woman.
Yeah, we saw you. We saw you messed up. You came out with another guy, and I can show you the whole video.
This right here doesn't do shit for you guys.
Another fat woman. Fat! Fat! Fat!
You're on the video. I saw you yesterday. You're gonna tell me it's not me?
Must be an Asian guy, but
You don't remember me
No, it's
yesterday?
my
I was on the
credentials.
I was on there with you. Come on.
I mean, you should just be able to knock these fools out. That's just my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enough is enough with these mobs. We'll talk to you again real soon.